I've been waiting for this one. Turn it up.
Hello everyone, this is Liz, a part-time YouTuber earning absolutely nothing from YouTube AdSense because I'm still under 1,000 subscribers. You probably read the title, curiously wondering, how does crypto have 15 different roles? Isn't crypto just trading? No. Let's go to Act 1. Let me ask the preliminary questions like the parasocial and perfect crypto friend that I am. Are you sick of dumb remote work that ekes out money for someone else? In school and not excited for the career ahead of you based on your major? Are you dreading the day that you graduate? Do you work a grueling retail job right now, barely getting by? And you've been applying to corporate jobs, but you just can't get it in? Maybe not as dramatic as the before scenarios, but are you just looking for something where you get to spend 1/3 of your waking hours doing something different and working with very cool people? At this point, you're probably wondering why I included Donald Trump and Nancy Pelosi in the thumbnail. Well, they both made significant career changes. Donald Trump covered real estate and media and owned several franchises. Then he went on to be the president of America. Nancy Pelosi was a housewife to 5 kids. Then at 47, she entered politics and is currently the Speaker of the House, aka the 3rd most powerful person in American government. It is never too late to change careers. Now, many crypto companies are actually tech companies, but focused on crypto technology. For example, Tesla is a tech company that focuses on the auto industry. Netflix is a tech company that focuses on the media and distribution industry. Some of you might already be consuming content being pushed out by other content creators who push tech, real estate, personal finance, and crypto. And you know you can switch into these fields and these careers with some intention, especially with technology. Normal, or aka more traditional jobs like being a nurse, working at retail, being an accountant, not that kind of accountant, teacher, secretary, all have transferable skills directly into technology. If you're a nurse, you probably have high EQ and confidentiality, perfect for HR. If you worked in retail, you're probably really good at sales and customer service. So it's the same role in tech, sales, and customer success. If you're a teacher, you're probably really great at coaching, managing, and synthesizing. So project management, corporate trainer, or middle management. And secretaries could probably do many operational roles and then eventually own a niche. This leads us into Act 2, operations. Make dreams a reality with speed. After operations, I'll tell you about Act 3, careers and design, and Act 4. Guess what it is? Engineering at crypto companies, obviously. All right, good luck. Psych! I will not abandon you. That was probably not the best example to prove my loyalty. Anyways, I'll end by giving you resources to help you with the transition, including free mentorship programs and resume review workshops that you can apply to. Operations is usually the entry-level role that people break into if they don't have previous experience in design or engineering. So let's look into these.
Hello, this is a different angle. So the first one that we're covering is going to be accounting intern, pretty straightforward. It's accounting, it's an internship, and this is for Celo, which is kind of like the parent company or an associating company with Celo. So this tells you what you're going to be doing, month-end close activities, assist with the weekly review, expense reports, very typical accounting roles. And the requirements that you have is currently working on your bachelor's in accounting or related field, working accounting experience, fluent in German and English, strong numeracy and analytical skills. So this is super straightforward role. Even if I never explained this and you saw this at a traditional website, you would probably understand what this is. So let's move on to the next one. Okay, this is super cool. This communications coordinator for the Celo Foundation. I actually never knew what communications was until probably this past year. It's kind of, to me, an extension of PR, marketing, and branding. But basically, you'd be working with the head of communications to develop and manage budgets, process invoices, track progress against strategic plans, responsible for tracking and analysis of internal communications and PR agency partners. This is what you need so far. Previous project program management experience and exposure to highly technical products or solutions is a plus, which means it's not necessary, but it's obviously a plus. The rest of it, experience working in thriving fast-paced environments. Again, if you've worked in retail, that's something you already have experience in. And superb organizational scheduling skills. I think if you worked basically any job that was demanding, you have this. And excellent communication skills, strong judgment, and terrific diplomacy. If you have to interface with other people who have stakes and have to please multiple parties, you probably know how to do this pretty well. Otherwise, you don't have a job because it's important. I think this is a super fantastic internship. It's for the spring, summer of this year, and it's community programs management. Okay, what does that mean? In crypto, communities are basically the thing that continues driving innovation, continues attracting talent, and it's really important to foster community and to get people excited and to get people the resources that they need so they keep coming back and keep building within the ecosystem. So these specific tasks are learn and contribute to managing a portfolio of community and education grants and allocating funding to support and grow programs. So basically, you are reviewing grant applications and choosing how much they get, approving them, and figuring out what to prioritize based on the needs of the community. You're going to do research and best practices and report on DAOs and DAOs tooling. This means you need to be very good at Googling and writing reports and communicating your research in a clear and succinct way. And you're also going to do outreach at university blockchain clubs and build out this network of Celo University circles, which is actually new for me to read. And this is generally what you need to have to get started on this internship: a curiosity and interest, being able to communicate effectively across several different channels. You have to be passionate about community building or grassroots organizing. If you have any sort of background in political science or activism, this is definitely something you probably already had experience in, and passionate about education. So again, teachers or those who have to coach other people. If you want to work with people, if you want people to be their best selves, if you want people to learn skills, you should really consider becoming a people operations intern. You can continue to studying in school while working here. Basically, you'll be helping the HR team and development team and draft policies, onboard people, learn about benefits, mentorship, and researching a bunch of different vendors. Like, this looks like a very cool role. And then this is the requirement. You need to be a student or in a bachelor's or master's program, preferably in communications or HR. You need to be fluent in English. Everything else, you will learn all the other skills that you need to on the job. If you are not a student, there's other roles in operations and HR, but if you're really interested in this role or you're making a career change, just email them your resume and say how much you really want to work on these and building out the company, and just try. It never hurts to ask for feedback. And I think this was like one of the coolest roles. So Coinbase is definitely one of my favorite crypto companies. They were the first crypto company to go public in America, and they have an internship available, product design internship, remote. First thing, the pay is $50 an hour. Just letting you know that. What you need to be is enrolled in bachelor's, master's, or trade program with a graduation date in a design-related field, prior experience using computer programs such as Figma or Sketch, self-motivated, committed to personal growth. And exactly what do you do? Well, the actual job duties are right here. Is you're going to be working on a product design project with the product team and coaching from an intern manager. So you will have management coaching you, and so you can learn on the job, and turning the product idea into a real experience for someone to be using. The rest you can read by yourself, but I would say here, at this point, I've applied to lots of roles. As you all know, I've never been to college. That's never stopped me from applying for roles as long as I can prove that I can do the work or have the potential to do the work very quickly. Look, this is the main thing that you really need to know. Prior experience using computer programs, you can learn Figma and Sketch. There's so many online courses for free on YouTube. Play around with it as long as you can build a strong portfolio of work, and then you're a positive person who people like being around and you work very hard. You can apply for this internship and have a very good chance of getting it. This one is for the creatives and those already technically skilled. This is Audius. They actually have a partnership with TikTok. So Audius is a crypto company. They have a partnership with TikTok for TikTok sound and music and effects, and turning them into either NFTs or putting them on the blockchain and having a cryptocurrency component to it. So if you're here from TikTok, this might be interesting, especially interesting for you. So the official description is Audius is a fast-growing Web3 music streaming startup with over 6 million monthly users and counting. So if you already have experience in Adobe Creative Suite, After Effects, Photoshop, or Illustrator, and you're able to adhere to brand style guide and aesthetic, copy, paste, not necessarily like that, but at least like understand it like on a gut level and consciously express it, and have at least 3 years of motion design experience. I don't work at Audius, but if you have a very strong portfolio of work, I think it's fine if you have less than 3 years, to be honest. So this is a product designer role over at Phantom. It's full-time. The compensation is 130K to 200K, with your equity being 1% of 1% or 10% of 1%. It is remote, and Phantom is probably the most successful wallet on the Solana blockchain right now. You can check out my video here for Solana. Highly recommend you check it out. But here, as the product designer, you're leading the user experience of products and features from conception to launch in partnership with product managers, engineers, marketing support, and executive leadership. You are taking on the task of designing something that is usable for over 2 million people, and you will be contributing strategic decisions. In terms of experience, this is something obviously for someone who is more experienced, so 4+ years of experience building and shipping applications and software to users. All right, product intern. So this is one of the only internships for product available. This is also for the spring, summer of 2022. And there's a lot that is required to have this role. I think it's really important to have a technical background. A lot of people who study computer science don't necessarily do the actual engineering themselves, but instead go into helping engineers and the sales team and the marketing team to be aligned and make sure you're on the same direction while understanding the scope of work that engineering requires. So it says if you have product management experience, that's a bonus, but you don't necessarily need to have that. So this is perfect for new grads or people who are coming out of boot camps, or people who are engineering but don't yet have those skills in design yet or marketing yet, and want to just like develop that and know how to create alignment. So these are the tasks that you'll be working on: manage a product roadmap, work closely with developer relations, also covered here, work with marketing communications. Again, communications are already covered here, and encourage and celebrate diversity in the community field. Okay, now we're talking about developer relations engineer. So I think developer relations, anything, is one of the coolest jobs within tech, because you are using your technical skills not necessarily to build a product, but to communicate to other people who are technical, who are not technical, how to build out the product too, or how to use new features. You are effectively the bridge, the technical bridge. So instead of just doing PR, which, not dismissing any of that, but instead of just doing PR, you are showing people how it's demonstrated. A lot of my friends who work in developer relations travel a lot to conferences to give talks, and they record content, usually communicate a lot with engineering. Basically, it is a very fast-paced, jack of all trades sort of role. And look at all the different things that you'd be doing. This one does require 3 years of experience, either working as a software engineer or engineering-focused developer advocate. Usually you really do need to be technical for these roles. But yeah, like I think this one is more geared for people who already have experience in this, or who are very interested in pursuing this and are excellent technically already. This is a super cool software engineering internship. There are teams in San Francisco, New York, in Argentina, and Germany that are hiring for this. So it's not just one software engineering internship, there's multiple roles available. The first part is just talking about the type of applications that you'll be working on and the projects that you'll be tackling. I think this is extremely great if you are already technical or striving to be technical. You want to understand what their engineering culture is like. TBH, like, that is probably just a standout place. I will say Celo's team, everyone is very credentialed and very, very brilliant. This is the traits that you need to have. The number one thing is like you actually have to have enough of the skills necessary to write high quality, well-tested code. and enthusiasm to work in a startup environment. You don't even need to already have experience working with crypto, but that's probably just going to be something you will be tackling. I've made so many videos already covering Tɪᴍᴇsᴛᴍᴘs.org. They are a nonprofit blockchain organization based out of Berkeley University, and I really recommend them for a lot of reasons. One is like if you join the Discord, you can get help immediately. Like you can message, hey, I'm struggling with this, or I don't understand this about crypto. There's like this beginner area, and they will respond to you immediately. Like there's a lot of people who are in it and will help you. And what's especially cool is they offer mentorship. I actually got matched to a mentor too. And what they help you do is match you to someone who's already in the industry and can help you, and you're matched for 6 months. And you develop a close relationship. You get to learn about crypto a lot more quickly and with someone that you're comfortable with. Another thing is beyond other educational stuff that they do, you should really check out their website. They help you with career development. So Tɪᴍᴇsᴛᴍᴘs has also launched a job board so that you can look for roles. And they have partnered with over 15 companies and have over 300 roles available to you. And you can submit your resume there. They can help you fix up your resume. And you can visit the job board here. You scroll up right now, and let's take a look at a few of the jobs together. Look, right now there's over 35 companies, over 1,000 jobs, and they partnered with Tɪᴍᴇsᴛᴍᴘs because they want to hire women, non-binary people. I'm sorry for that. Women, non-binary people, and people who just aren't properly represented in crypto. If you're technical or aiming to be technical in crypto, please head over to Developer DAO's wiki. You can start here, start going through what is being covered. Basically, they're helping transition people who are already technical in building mobile apps, web apps, other types of software into building software for crypto technology. There's a lot of resources and there's a lot of information here. It's actually organized super well. So let's just click on one of them, which is mission, value, and goals. There's also Web3 resource base where you can look at all these different resources for learning about crypto, aka Web3, and there's so much here. I cannot emphasize how much there is, and everything's open source and people work together to make sure this is an amazing resource. Okay, if you're a creative, if you're a designer, you should really check out Vector DAO. Is a collective of designers in crypto. Look at this. Work with us. They offer partnerships for companies that want to hire designers in crypto, or you can join them and then they basically contract out freelance work for you and you get equity in exchange for your project design skills. So this is what it looks like. And also you should check out their blog, which talks a little bit more about how crypto needs less investors and more builders. So again, if you want to build something really cool with people who are really talented and you are creative, you want to learn the skills, or you have already learned skills, that's where you should be headed. If you're interested in any of these roles, I know you can do it. You can at least apply and ask for feedback. I know it's intimidating, but you can definitely do it. And I'm a grant recipient of the Celo Foundation. That means I make content for them and they support my work. I love working with them. And if you're interested in learning more, I would recommend that you check out my other 2 videos about Celo here. I'll see you all in my next video. I will be doing a lot more videos about climate change and how you can earn 50% interest on your savings, and volunteering for crypto, and also learning about crypto for free. So, see you!